Supreme Court case. Woo! All right. Always fun with Supreme Court cases. Grab your yellow sheet of paper or your Supreme Court sheet that you printed out. Hopefully, I've just either mailed to you or given you a yellow sheet, though. And we're doing Unit 5. So go ahead and fill out the first parts here. So Unit 5, the case is called Citizens United versus the FEC. And we just learned that the FEC is the Federal Election Commission, which regulates campaign finance. The issue is campaign finance. And the clause is free speech and the First Amendment. Free speech clause of the First Amendment. Citizens United. All right, pause if you need to. I'm moving on to the actual key points here. All right, so facts. 1, remember we had a law that was passed. We did this in the last lesson, Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act of 2002. And with the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act, or BCRA, as we can call it, BCRA, it banned soft money. Soft money are contributions to campaigns or in campaign spending, ads and whatnot, things to help a campaign by corporations and unions. They might send mailers. They may do advertisement in newspapers, advertisement on TV. That's the big thing, is advertisement on TV. But that's what they did. And it banned it. It said, we're not going to allow it anymore. Citizens United is a PAC, super PAC, and they create an anti-Hillary Clinton movie in 2008. So Citizens United creates an anti-Hillary Clinton movie. This is back when she was running for president against then candidate Barack Obama. And they spend $1 million on it. And they kind of trash Hillary in the movie. It ends up, the FEC rules that this violates the BCRA, the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act. And it violates the BCRA. By the way, if you want to watch this Hillary movie, if you look up Citizens United Hillary movie, like, you can find it on YouTube. At least last time I checked, you could find it on YouTube. Citizens United then sues that BCRA violates free speech, that banning soft money violates their right as a super PAC, as a group of people, to put out a political opinion. Like, we want to be able to, if we want to make a movie that says Hillary Clinton is terrible, we have the right to do that. All right. Okay, sorry. Pause if you need to. I'm moving on. All right, key question. Does the BCRA's limit on corporate campaign spending violate the First Amendment? So does the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act limits on corporate spending, campaign spending, violate the First Amendment? That's the question. Pause if you need to. The ruling is this. The Supreme Court rules that the BCRA, specifically the section on limiting corporate spending or labor spending, is unconstitutional because it violates free speech. So the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in favor of Citizens United. So in terms of the ruling, it's 5-4 in favor of Citizens United. Very close. And their argument was this. Under the First Amendment, corporate funding independent political broadcasts cannot be limited. Corporate funding of independent political broadcasts, like a movie or a TV ad or whatever, cannot be limited, or YouTube video cannot be limited. That's considered free speech. You have a right to make a video and, a hit piece on a candidate if you want to. Okay. The Dissent. So this was the side that lost. Remember, it was 5-4 for Citizens United. Mostly it was like the conservative side of the court ruled for free speech, but the liberal side ruled in favor of BCRA. And they said that corporations are not members of society. Therefore, government can regulate their speech. So basically what the liberal side was saying was that corporations are not individuals. They're not people. People have a right to spend as much as they want in order to say what they want, but a corporation cannot, because it is actually not a person. Now, the conservative side of the court said corporations are made up of people, so this is a group of people deciding what they want to say, and therefore they have a right to do it. So it's a disagreement over a technicality in terms of, like, are corporations people or are corporations not people? So that's really the fundamental question. All right. So that's the dissent. That's it. That's Citizens United. BCRA bans soft money. Supreme Court says you can't ban soft money because that is free speech. And then the side that lost says, well, corporations are not really members of society. They're not individuals. So therefore, government can regulate their speech. But this side lost. All right. And that's why we see super PAC money increasing dramatically since 2010, because this case was decided in favor of super PACs and corporations and labor unions spending as much money as they want on campaigns. Awesome. Thanks.